Greetings, family. My name is Arlene Kahet, and I talk about different ways to facilitate healing in a person's personal life, as well as help healers to find other ways to help their clients initiate healing. So today, I'm specifically going to be referring to what I am getting downloads of in terms of the human collective consciousness. We are coming into a more challenging time than any of us may have been a part of ever. And the reason that I say this is that a number of things have been coming up in terms of the downloads that I've been giving about human collective consciousness and how it is necessary for people to be in a place of being mindful of what it is that they're ingesting in terms of content, how much time they are allowing themselves to be persuaded by media and things of that nature. And understand that what is happening is that we are coming into a time when we are more or less being pitted against each other and being a place of being more divided than, being more divided. And as a result of that, there is a more or less a condition of fear that humanity is more or less being thrusted into because of the fact that humanity really has not dealt with on a global level how to process and deal with one's own pain, one's own journey. And not everyone is really interested in facilitating any type of healing. So as a result of this decision, our consciousness is actually being used in order to create more division amongst ourselves, just amongst humanity. Now, this does not necessarily have to be our reality. We can choose a different reality at any time. What I'm going to suggest as a spiritual practice is Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono means to make right. It is a spiritual practice that was brought to our attention by Dr. Hugh Lin, who is a clinical psychologist, and Dr. Joe Vitale, who is a PhD that focused in on miracles as well as the law of attraction. So Dr. Hugh Lin was a clinical psychologist at a mental hospital in Hawaii. And during his time in Hawaii, he actually was over this mental hospital. And he told the people there that, well, I'll be the doctor that you need for this hospital. However, I am not going to be meeting with the patients. Now, mind you, in this mental hospital, these were some of the most violent patients that they had, and they were considered clinically insane. And what he would do is he would open up a file and he would read the details of that person's file. And as he read through the file, he would have these emotional reactions to what it is that he was reading. I mean, these were really, really intense stories. And what he began doing is that he started reciting this mantra. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And he would keep repeating that particular mantra over and over again until he no longer felt the emotional disturbance in his being. Now, I'm specifically pointing at the heart because a lot of times when we have emotional reactions, it tends to be in the heart space. However, it does not have to be in that particular space. And what is recommended is that you focus in on the area in which the discomfort is coming from. So the premise behind why this was happening, while he did this, and within a period of 4 years, the patients became healed. And after a period of 4 years, the mental hospital closed down. Now, I bring this up to say that if Dr. Hugh Lin was able to heal and facilitate healing in these patients to the point where he closed down a hospital, then we as human beings can work on the human collective consciousness. Now, the premise by, the reason that this is said to work, and this is my interpretation, this is not exactly what he said. However, I think that the way that I'm going to put it will bring a lot more clarity to people. When you are in the state of observing people doing things destructive and you're having an emotional, visceral reaction to it, it is because what they're doing is a representation of what is a part of the human collective consciousness. And as a result of it, as a result of them doing this, it is a part of the human collective consciousness, and you're having the emotional reaction because you yourself are a part of that human collective consciousness. And what this mantra does or allows for is for you to tap into the divine within and be in a place of bringing clearing and healing to yourself of your deep emotional reaction to what it is that you have been in a place of observing. As a result of this, over a period of time, what begins happening is that not only are you clearing it from yourself, but you are clearing it for the other person. Another way of really thinking about it is that you are in a place of being proxy for that person because they are in so much pain. They are in such a dark place that they cannot be in a place of seeing a clear way for themselves. And what I am suggesting to you is that this is an opportunity for us to be in this place of human collective consciousness where we are able to have a global impact on what it is that has been going on. We're talking about the examples of divisiveness and racism within the United States, the war in Ukraine, anything that is happening out in our world is a representation of the unresolved issues that we as human beings have not been able to deal with for all of these years. Anyway, I myself am sort of issuing a challenge to anybody who is willing to be in this place of doing this work, because what is coming is that we are going to continue to be battered by this consciousness unless we step into the fray and do something about it. And we have to operate in the space of coming at this spiritually, because to try to force people in this place of doing what it is that we feel that they should do, that is not going to work for this. This is going to require a spiritual solution. And I am not saying that you do this only and that's it. I'm just saying that you make it a part of your spiritual practice or your daily practice in order to facilitate healing in the long run. It is, think of it more as preparation before you walk out into the world and do the work that you feel that you need to do that helps people on a grassroots level. Anyway, if you have found this information interesting, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and follow, and make a comment. And, share what your thoughts are. Share what you feel the solutions are with bringing about change in the world. Anyway, that is it for this evening. May peace and power be with you wherever you go. Blessings, family.